I forgot. The explanations are new.
Yeah, right.
And in fact, I forgot them this last time. So what happens is right now they're just blowing and going. We're blowing and going. And I usually do class on Wednesday night. Is usually when I prep for class. And then Thursdays, we get home. I coach soccer. So typically I don't get home until like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, most nights. So, but I'll get those to you. Yeah, I'll get those to you. Look for them this weekend.
Okay.
So, and I'll get the description. What the descriptions are the highlighted exercises. I'll put a detailed list of what that is and how to do them and how to place. You can also find some of that information online, like we were talking about in the video library. So if you go to the website, all you have to do is go to Google, type in Balance University, and right now we're number one. And that's just based on people searching and Google's algorithm and the way it works. So one thing that helps us greatly, if you leave a Google review for small businesses, no matter what the business, if you have a great positive experience, if you leave a Google review, that boosts their rating and jumps them up pretty high. So what that means, if you ever searched anything up on Google and you look down at the very bottom and you see all those pages, there's thousands upon thousands, hundreds of thousands of searches. Like if you were going to go in and search tools or homes, you're going to get thousands of pieces of information,
Right.
and you can go down and click on each and every one if you wanted. When you leave a Google review, Google takes that into consideration and puts you closer to the top. If you can land on the first page, you're doing great. If you can be at the top, it's a good day, buy a lottery ticket. So, and then that also works with negative Google reviews, so they're very powerful, and I don't think people realize how powerful those things are. But for the formalities, can you guys hear me okay online? Good, okay. So welcome to FGCU Academy and FGCU Academy Online and Balance University. I'm your instructor. We're going to go through these. By now, you guys are pretty familiar with our formalities here. We want to make sure everybody is safe and comfortable and confident whenever they're performing their exercises. Of course, at home, have a chair. Here, we've got our chairs. Breathing. There may be certain times I'll instruct you to breathe a certain way. Other than that, just breathe normal. Most important thing, don't hold your breath. All right, when you hold your breath, it stops circulation. When a muscle contracts, it needs oxygenated blood. If you notice, when we sit, our heart rate is pretty normal, right? It's at rest. It's what we call our resting heart rate. When we start walking and moving around, the heart rate rises a little bit. If we start running, the heart rate rises even further. What happens is when the more muscles contract and fire, the more oxygenated blood we need. So when you hold your breath, that whole process stops. So goals of Balance University is to keep you strong, independent, strong, mobile, and independent for as long as possible. We want to make sure that everyone is able to keep their independence, keep their desired place to live. We had a big lecture this week at Fort Myers Beach Library where that was a topic, how to stay and live at home for as long as possible. We have 2 exercises per pillar, except for the balance pillar, we'll do 4. And then at the end of each pillar, we'll take questions. And of course, at the end of class, I'll hang out and take your questions there. With that, any questions so far? No? So today, very interesting topic. To say this is not a glamorous topic is to put it lightly. However, when you look at the statistics, this is very important when it comes to unintended falls. Just to shoot through a couple of statistics here, right? We talked about the costs of falls in the state of Florida specifically. So when we look overall, nationwide, $29 billion is paid by Medicare for non-fatal falls each year. $12 billion is paid by private or out-of-pocket payers. $9 billion is paid by Medicaid. So you're looking at 2/3 of that $50 billion, or roughly $50 billion, is being paid, right, by government-ran insurance. Okay. In the state of Florida alone, total cost of falls. You ready for this? $3.9 billion with a B dollars each year. Medicare, $3 billion. Medicaid, $431 million. And then you have private pay, which is $458 million, right? So Medicaid and private pay are right there together. Each year, 10,000 Americans turn 65. Oops. And so where are all these falls happening? Most of your falls happen in the homes. The majority of those falls occur in the bathroom. And just like Mr. Wolf and how Balance University came to be, he was using the toilet paper roll to push himself up, and it broke off. And you see a lot of people doing that when they use the restroom. They'll try to get up and use something in their vicinity to push up. Quick note, you know the handles with the suction cups, the assisted handles? If you can, avoid those. You always want to install something fixed. If you need a reference, come see me after class. The suction handles can become weak and break down at your most vulnerable time when you need them the most. I've seen it happen a few times, all right? So that got me to thinking where most and why most of the falls occur. And just like you guys, no one tells us about the incontinences of life as we age, and we go to the restroom. And the older we get, sometimes we go more often. And there's a name for that, all right? And what that name is that's called nocturia. And the term nocturia means waking up in the middle of the night to go to the restroom, to urinate, right? Nocturia is the most common lower urinary tract system. Most people consider nocturia a normal sign of aging. Getting up multiple times during the night can have a negative impact on your sleep quality, which we know can impact our balance, right? Because we're not very clear in the mind as we're drowsing, and can be a sign of underlying medical conditions. Now, most people will go to the restroom 4 to 6 times a day, and it refers to getting up. Nocturia is specifically referring to how many times you get up and go to the bathroom at night. The more times you get up to go to the restroom, the more at risk you are for an unintended fall. Now let me ask you this, at night, how many of you have night lights throughout the house? Beautiful. That's one of the things you can do, and one of the things the National Institute of Health tells us to do. Clear a path, light the way. I have a checklist on mybalanceuniversity.com. If you'll go there, look at that checklist. You can print it out, and it will tell you how to fall-proof your home. So, your circadian rhythm. You guys have heard circadian rhythm? You know what that is when you see the sun start to go down, you have a biological clock, and your metabolism starts to slow, and it's time to go to sleep. Coincidentally, in the United States, we actually use this as a technique to extract information from people that we're trying to get information from. We'll put them in a dark room and leave them there for a couple of days, and you'd be surprised the impact that has on the circadian rhythm. How frustrating it can be when you're trying to sleep, but your body says, get up. And so this is something also people who are blind deal with, having that circadian rhythm disrupted. All right, so it's just a natural thing that happens. Our internal clock, it regulates the timing of all bodily processes, plays a role in our output, in our urination output. You know, the urge to go to the bathroom usually happens during waking hours and decreases at night when we sleep. But people with nocturia find themselves getting up in the middle of the night, often multiple times with a strong urge. About 69% of men, 76% of women over the age of 40 report having to go to the restroom at least once during the night. And waking up in the middle of the night can affect those under 40, but it's less common in younger adults. Now, the need to go to the restroom tends to increase as we age, especially for men. 70% and 90%, between 70 and 90%, okay, so between 70 and 90% of men at the age of 70 and above experience nocturia, meaning we have to go to the restroom more than once. Also, prostate cancer plays a large role in this. 1 in 7 men will experience prostate cancer. It's one of the few organs we have in our bodies that never stops growing. Does anybody else know what the other organ is?
Brain.
Your ears. Your ears. Little by little. And I already have big ears, so doesn't mean I listen. It doesn't mean I listen. So, you know, the impact this has on sleep, and again, you guys know I'm not going to go through all this, but the impact on sleep is really tough for us when it comes to preventing unintended falls because it leaves us fatigued, tired, not clear-minded, and it impacts our quality of life. It leaves us at a higher risk of depression, lack of sleep due to nocturia. We all know the impacts of depression. You guys remember me, I don't know if I've said this in class, but there has been research out of Sweden that actually found this research. Depression is a greater indicator of unintended falls than age. Yeah. I know I had to read it. I actually had to go back and read it a couple of times to make sure I saw what I saw. And remember, all sources and references are available at mybalanceuniversity.com, so feel free to go down and check out our sources. Lastly, going to the bathroom in many cases increases trips, increases our chances for an unintended fall. There's a few things you can do. You can reduce your amount of liquids you take in the day, but I want to be careful when I say that because a lot of seniors, we don't even get enough liquid during the day. You know, and that can be a problem. So what is making us go to the restroom so often if we're not even getting in enough water during the day, right? Dehydration leads to a lot of problems. Type 2 diabetes is one issue. Urinary tract infections, UTIs, enlarged prostate, we just talked about that, continues to grow as we age. Sleep disorders. So, and people who get up more times than not at night generally experience insomnia. So, I want you guys to take a look at these, right? There's even some information about the falls in hospitals. Most falls in hospitals occur when people are getting up at night to go to the restroom, all right? So I'll leave that as a teaser for you guys to go find the percentages. It's pretty high, to be honest. I'll just tell you, 34% of falls were related to going to the restroom, with at least 44% of these falls occurring in the night. So what happens is maybe a nurse is not available at the moment they need to get to the restroom. And so patients jump up out of bed and have a fall. And now we're in a whole new ballpark, okay? All right, guys, let's go ahead and get up and get behind our chair. Any questions there? That was interesting, wasn't it? It's fascinating. You know, you do this enough times, you start to run out of topics. All right. So here we go. Oh. All right. Thought we had a little emergency. We're okay. We're going to start with our feet hip width apart. All right. Our knees slightly bent, our shoulders back. I want you to look straight ahead, okay? Hands on the chair for 15 seconds. We're going to close our eyes. All right. Close your eyes. Get your bearings. If you feel comfortable and confident, you can lift those hands up, but I want you to be safe. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Very good. Let's go ahead and let's move our feet close together as we can. That's it. Hand on the chair. Eyes closed. Get your bearings. Okay, if you're swaying like a tree in the wind, then keep your hand on the chair. If you feel comfortable and confident, lift that hand up. Time begins now. Be safe. Stay close to that chair. Good. That's it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. Now we're going to stand on one foot. First thing I want to do is, since we have the chair on our right side, let's go ahead and shift our weight. We'll shift our weight to our right foot. I want your left heel in the air. Bend your knee. Core tight. Find you a focal point. Stare at it. Eyes open. Let's bring that left foot into the air. Hold and steady. 15 seconds. Time has begun. Staying close to that chair, using 1 or 2 fingers. Good. Don't want to depend on that chair too much, but you want to be safe. And 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. We're going to do the same thing with our eyes closed, okay? Same thing with our eyes closed. Here we go. Shift your weight to your right foot. Bring that left heel into the air. Close your eyes. Keep your toes on the ground. All right, if you feel comfortable and confident, go ahead and lift that left foot, but I want you to be safe here. Good. Time has begun. If you feel comfortable and confident, you can lift that foot up. That's it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Very good. Let's rotate. Let's rotate to the other side. All right, now we've got it on our left side. First time we do this, we're going to do this with our eyes open. So let's shift our weight to our left foot. The heel of our right foot is in the air. Bend your knee, core tight, find your focal point, something to focus on in front of you. Let's bring that foot up into the air. Time begins now. That's it. You can use 1 or 2 fingers if you need it. Keep those shoulders back. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Same thing, this time our eyes closed, okay? Same song and dance, same verbal cues. Let's shift our weight to our left foot. Our right heel is in the air. Close your eyes. Get your bearings. If you're swaying like a tree in the wind, you're going to keep your foot on the ground, all right? Now let's bring that foot in the air. Time begins now. Stay safe. Good, good. You don't want to rely on that chair too much, but you want to be safe. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Good, good. Let's have everybody square your chairs up, and we're going to go ahead and have a seat really quickly. So, I wanted to give you guys an example, all right? So, I surf the internet quite a bit, looking for different research, different studies, different things to talk about. What's the latest information impacting falls? I came across something extremely interesting. There was a study done several years ago on Twitter about the health and fitness information. And what they found was it was just over 80% of all health and wellness information given out on Twitter was bad information. They didn't even say wrong, they say bad. And so that led me to print this out just to discuss what's out there. This was in a published wellness article, wellness magazine, online magazine, on how to test your balance. Now, I want you to think about this. We're not going to do this, okay? But I printed this out to show you an example of what's out there and the type of bad information that's out there. Here's how to test your balance in 30 seconds according to a certified personal trainer. I am a certified personal trainer. I am. However, I have lots and lots of certifications, degrees, and all kinds of education and experience. There's a huge difference between someone who started yesterday and someone who's been in the business for a while, correct? We all can agree with that, no matter what the job is. If you think about hiring a certified personal trainer, check their credentials, because this is the information one is giving out. Wondering how good your balance is? Look no further. The Quickie evaluation shows you how to test your balance in 30 seconds. This is fantastic. This is great. All right, let's see. According to, and I'll leave his name out, the king. He is the king of beginner workouts on TikTok, right? We're in the money now, baby. We are in the money now. Shares a simple, lightning fast way, because that's how we want it, lightning fast, on how to determine your balance skills on a scale of below average to excellent. To get started, find a safe place with some light cushioning, like a yoga mat. Does that sound wrong already? Find a safe place with a yoga mat? What, are you expecting me to fall during the assessment? Okay, we did that. All right. If you're at all worried about your safety, have a friend or a family member nearby to spot you. You know, that'll work. Okay, once you've found your testing zone, stand on one leg. Okay, hold on. I'm going to do this. Stand on one leg. Cross your arms across your chest. Close your eyes. You can set a timer. Voice activated might be easiest for this one. Or simply count. Try to remain in this position for as long as possible without dropping your foot, without uncrossing your arms, and of course, without opening your eyes. Right? Oh no. So if you can last for 30 seconds, you can probably last for a long time. That sounds good, right? That's quality. So, and then he gives you the range, right? And they're saying less than 5 seconds is below average and blah, 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 blah. Okay. I just want you guys to be aware of the information that's out there, okay? Everything we talk about and do is available at mybalanceuniversity.com. Our references sources are always listed. If you ever have any questions, you feel free now, a year from now, 2 years from now. Just call Chris. I took a class. I have a question about whatever. And if I don't know, I'll let you know, but I guarantee you I know someone who does have the answer, okay? All right. Just a little humor to start out this Friday morning. First thing we're going to do, holy smokes, we're going to stand. First thing we're going to do, let's stand. Let's put the chair on our right side. We're going to stand and put the chair on our right side. Nice and tall. I want you to find the focal point in front of you. Okay, we're going to shift our weight to our right foot. We're going to bring our left leg into the air. We're going to extend out and in and down. Remember, bend your knee. And up, shoulders back, out, in, and down. And up, out, in, and down. Good. Now try not to rely on that chair too much, right? You want to challenge yourself, but you want to be safe. That's it, and down. And up, out, in, and down. That's it. 4 more. Up, out, in, and down. Up, out, in. Perfect. And down, and up, out, in, and down. Last time. Up, out, in, and down. Well done. Let's flip that chair to the other side. We're getting a lot of work done in this movement. I'm sure you feel it in your hips, you feel it in your quads, you feel it in your leg. Standing leg extensions. So standing leg extension. You're extending that leg. Okay, here we go. Same thing. Remember, bend that knee, find your focal point, core tight, shoulders back, shift your weight to your left foot, and let's begin. We're up, out, in, and down. That's it. And 2. Nice and slow. Good. Use that chair as you need it. Good. You don't want to rely on it too much. That's it. Challenge yourself. Nice and slow. And down. There you go. Up. In and down. Good. Up. Out. In and down. Good. 3 more. In and down. That's it. 2 more. Good. Last time. And down. Good. You feel those legs just working. Now, similar to what we did last week, right? Everything we do, most of this stuff changes because the body responds more efficiently to change. But we don't want to out-fancy ourselves with all this change, right? So there are going to be some similar elements today as there was last week. Here's what we're going to do, okay? We're going to keep the chair right where it is. We're going to shift our weight to our left foot. We're going to go out. Now, instead of making a circle, we're going to go front, back, and I want to go backwards without leaning forward, and back to the middle and down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. I don't know what this plug goes to, but I keep kicking it, and sure enough, if I kick it, the whole thing's all the electricity in the building will go off. Here we go. We're going to go out, forward, backwards, center, and down. Now try to keep that foot in the air if you can. Good. Forwards, backwards, good. Center, and down. Good, Michelle. And out, forwards, backwards, center, and down. Out, forward, back. Good, good. Center, and down. That's great. That's exactly how you want to rely. Yeah, that's perfect. Forward, back, Good, good, good. 2 more. Out, forward, backwards, center, and down. Last time. Out, forward, back, center, and down. Shake it out. The leg you're standing on, you should really feel that from the lower leg all the way up to the glute. Good. Let's rotate. Let's rotate. All right, here we go. Nice and tall, focal point. You got your focal point, knees slightly bent. And here we go. We're going to go out, forwards, backwards, center, and down. Out, forward, back, center, and down. Good. Out, forward, back, center, and down. Make those movements small if you need to. Make them really small. Take your time with it. Control. Yeah, perfect. Center. Out, forward, backwards, center, and down. Out, forward, backwards, center, down. There you go. 2 more. Back, center, and down. Last time. Good. Good, good. Everyone did a great job keeping a nice neutral spine. I didn't see anyone with any lateral flexion. We didn't have any extension. Everything looked great, okay? So here we go. Let's go back to our standing leg extensions. We're going to go with the same leg, all right? Keeping the chair right where it's at. We're going to lean, get our body weight over to our right foot. Left foot's coming up, out, in, and down. Try to keep that foot in the air if you can. If you need it for a little bit of help, go ahead and put it down. But if you can, try to leave that foot in the air. Great job. And down nice and tall, core tight. That's it. Out, in, and down. 4 more. In and down. There you go. Keep that knee slightly bent. Down, that's it. 2 more, good. Perfect. Out, in, last time, up, out, in, and down. Shake it out. You can feel the theme already. We're going after that lower leg this morning. Let's go ahead and let's rotate. We will turn, good. Same song, different verse. Nice and tall, find that focal point, bend that knee, core tight, shoulders back. Shift that weight to your left foot, and let's begin. Up, out, in, and down. Good. Up, out, in, down. That's it. Try to look straight ahead if you can. That's it. I know I'm not giving you much to look at, but look right over my shoulder at that wall there. Good. Nice and slow. Take your time. Keep that knee bent. That's it. 2 more. Good, good. Last one. And down. Well done. Very good. Now we'll do the same side. We'll bring the leg out, moving it forward, moving it backwards, okay? Shake it out. That's it. Shifting your weight to your left foot. Okay, we're going to go out, forwards, backwards, center, and in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like driving a stick shift, isn't it? 3, 4, and 5. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take your time with it. 1, last 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Woo, woo. I'm telling you, shake it out. Man, I don't know whose idea this was, but Somebody has to fire that guy. Here we go. Let's rotate our chair to the other side. Flip the chair around. All right, nice and tall. Again, core tight. Find your focal point. Okay, bend that knee and let's begin. We're going to go out, forwards, backwards, center, and in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 3 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2. Last one. 3, 4, and 5. Take a break. Let's go ahead and bring our chairs back to center and take a break. Great job. Well done. Grab a shot of water. Ma'am?
What's that one called?
That is called, I call that the single leg lateral with pause, forward and backward movement. As you can tell, I use the very scientific names for these exercises. Mainly, it really doesn't matter what it's called as long as you guys can remember it, right? And like I said, I'll get those descriptions out for you. It's my fault. I just forgot, so I'm sorry. So I'll get that to you. And then we'll get those, I'll put that as a reminder so I know to do that each week.
Well, some of them are referenced to the book, which is helpful too, but some of them aren't.
Right. Yep. You got it. Bingo. So we need those descriptions. Yeah. Good. Any questions? No questions? All right. How do the legs feel? You feel those burning a little bit? Feel those legs working? Yeah. So what we're doing is when you feel those legs burning like that, that's a buildup of lactic acid. Basically, that means we're getting stronger at the end of the day. All right. So now we're going to do some posture stuff, but I want you guys to take a break real quick because we're going to be standing throughout this entire pillar also. So just catch your breath, probably give you another 30 seconds. We'll stand. Side note, if you get tired, right, you can sit down and take a break. We have people who have been here for a while. We have folks that are just getting started. So if you feel like you need to take a break and you're fatigued, feel free, okay? So we don't need it. We don't have any heroes. We're catering again, like we were talking before class, to a variety of ability. So I want to make it work for everyone. Okay. Break's over. Time to go back to work. All right. We're going to put that chair on our left side. Let's put that on our left side. This next movement is a bit tricky, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to reach. I'm sorry. Sometimes you know how you write things down and you forget what you meant when you wrote it down? I just remembered though. All right, so exercise, good for the brain. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have our ball, right, our imaginary ball that we're holding. Our feet are hip width apart. Let me demonstrate and you guys follow. We're going to go down as far as we can, okay? So if you can go down to the floor, great. I want to make sure we're bending our knees, and I want to keep my back flat, right? I don't want to have a rounded back. So when I bend down, I don't want to be too far on the balls of my feet. I want to have my weight shifted to my heels, and I'm going to stick my bottom way far out there so my back is flat, not rounded, okay? And I'm going to come up, and I'm going to lift my hands over my head. And this is where you think it ends, but it doesn't. Behind door number 1, we're going to shift, lift our leg, and we're going to put this leg right back down where it came from. Here's option 2. As we come up, you can use one hand and hold with the other, shift, and lift. You're going to put it right back down. When it gets to the ground, rejoin, and then we'll go down. We'll come up again, and we'll shift and lift to the other side. All right, does that make sense? Okay, no? Well, the best way to do it is just to go. Feet hip width apart. We've got our ball. Good. All right, I always liked dodgeball. You know, sometimes I used to think about pegging my dad in the back of the head with a dodgeball. So think about having a dodgeball, all right? So we'll go down, and we're going to come all the way down as far as you can, maybe just below the knees. Good. We're going to come up. All right, here we go. We're going to raise our hands. Now we're going to shift. So if you need to hold on, go ahead and do so. Shift, lift, and now put it right back down where it came from. Perfect. Rejoining. We're going back down to the ground. And we're going to come up, up, up. Hands overhead. Again, if you need to hold, shift, lift, and down. Good, good, good. Now, if you can't get it all the way up, that's fine. Get it as high as you can. Here we go. Back down. Good. And we're up. And right foot. Shift, lift, and down. Good. And down. There you go. Nice and smooth. Want to be safe. Good job. And up. And we're up. We're going to shift our weight. Lift that leg. And down. Good. And down. Good. Keeping that base nice and wide. That's it. And we're up over our head. Shift. Lift. And down. And down. Nice and easy. Last one. We're going to come up. Up, up, up. Push over that head. Shift. Lift. And down. Perfect. And rest. So easy peasy. We're going to follow that with what's called a founder's exercise. We can build off this exercise into other balance movements. You'll see that here in the upcoming weeks. Same position with our feet. Hands over our head. For those of you that have been with me for a while, you know I really love this exercise. And what we're going to do is we're just going to squat down. Now, you really have to have a wide base here, okay? And what I want you to do, I don't want your first movement to be here. I want your first movement, your bottom goes back. Think about your waist being the top of a pail, right? A bucket full of water. I don't want you to try to keep the water in the bucket. I want you to pour the water out, okay? Does that make sense? All right, so here we go. We're going to stick our bottom out. We're going down. Now, in this position, I want you to push your arms back. Push back, and then stand up. Good, good, good. So now, if there's any pain, if you have any pain in the shoulders, the back, what I want you to do is cut your distance. Maybe this is as far as you can go, right? And I want you to really work hard pushing those arms back, okay? So arms overhead. First movement, bottom out. We're bending the knees. We're pushing the arms back. Hold, and up. Drive on your heels. And 3. Good. I'm giving you credit for time served. Don't worry. And up. And 4. Shift that weight to your heel. That's it. Push those arms back. And up. Good. And down. That's it. Good. Push those arms back. And up. 2 more. And we're down. Push those arms back. Get them up, up, up. And up. Last time. And we're down. And push back, and up, and rest. The reason I love that exercise is because it is so good for the core. Anytime you hear someone speak of core, typically they're only referring to your abs. However, core is defined from shoulders to knees. Most people who have back pain, it's because you have muscles that are underactive, muscles that are overactive. That happens when you have weak muscles who cannot do their job. We're talking about back pain now. How many of you can get on the floor and love doing planks? But I won't tell anybody. Just the weirdos like us. So this is a great alternative for planks. Why is core strength so important? Because everything runs through our core. Everything. All movement. Just like our legs. The way we turn, the way we sit, our posture. So that's a very important movement. That's why we do it a lot. I really like that movement. All right, now let's go back to our reaching, raising, and lifting those legs. All right, if you have any gum, you may want to spit it out. Here we go. Ball in hand. Got our dodgeball. All right, we're going to go down as far as you can. If you can get to the floor, get to the floor. Great. We're going to come up. We're going to raise that right leg first, okay? So hands overhead. If you need to hold on, hold on. We're going to shift. Right leg in the air, down, and then we're down. Nice and slow. Take your time with this movement. And then we're up. Hands overhead. Now the left leg's coming up. If you need to hold on, hold on. And down. Good. And down. That's it. And we're up. And up. Shift. Lift. And down. And down. That's it. Shifting your weight to your heel. Good. And up. Left leg coming up into the air. We're going to shift. Lift. And down. Good. And down. We're going to get better. Last round. We're down, down, down. And we're up. And up. Right leg coming up. Shift. Lift. And down. Good, good. And down. That's it. And we're up. Left leg coming up. Shift. Lift. And down. And rest. Good. Are we having fun yet or what? No, true story. True story. I've never seen anyone leave exercise or a fitness center or a gym in a worse mood than what they came in with. It is true, right? Trust me, I have raised teenagers. I have 4 of them. My youngest, if I look at him wrong, I did something wrong. Forget about trying to talk about sports. He plays. We go to the gym, and sometimes he's mad because his hair's not fixed right. And, it's a true story. And he's not talking to me because when he's trying to do the weight, the hair's not looking right for the girls because there's tons of girls, and looking for that. But, in the gym, whatever. But by the time we leave, he's always talking to me. He's always in a good mood, right? I've only seen it happen one time. And the one time I saw a guy in a worse mood, I don't know what happened, but I know his wife wasn't happy. And she pretty much drug him out by his ear. So one can only figure. So, all right, here we go, guys. Now we're going to do our founders, okay? This is kind of that goofy exercise. We're going to take our hands over our head. Remember, our first movement is our bottom is out. Now we're dropping down with our legs, and we're going to push back. Your weight should be on your heels. There you go. And we're up. Perfect. Good, good. And we're down and pushing back. Push those hands back. Hold, and we're up. Good. And we're down. Bottom out. Push back with those arms. Good. And up. That's it. 3 more. We're down. We're going to hold it for a minute here. Hold it for a second. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're up. 3 more. We're down. Push back. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're up. 2 more. And we're down. Push back. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're up. Last time. Here we go. And we're down. Push back. 99, 98. No, 2, 1. And time. And relax. Good, good. Take a break. Take a break. Well done. Good, good. All right. Breathe. Get a shot of water. Awesome. Right on time. I do a lot of work online. A lot of Naples is transient, so people coming and going, and so a lot of folks, I'll work with them when they're here. When they go back up north, we work online. Zoom. I've been doing that for 6-7 years. I was doing Zoom way before Zoom became popular. In fact, I was doing Zoom when it was free, and they grandfathered me in. So I still don't have to pay. I still don't pay, which is fantastic. But I had a guy, and I almost put myself out of business. I'm just taking a little time for a break because of the traffic here, and I was not showing up on time. I was always late to my appointments. Great advice from a physical therapist. Chris, give a range. Tell them if you'll be there between 10 and 10:30. In this traffic, trust me, if they're here, they understand. Okay. This season, that doesn't work. So my online starts at a certain time. My first client is they've been with me for about 5 years. So I'm running like 5-10 minutes late, and there's just nothing I can do, right? I mean, there's just nothing. And so he came to Naples to take care of some personal matters. We met this morning, and the first thing he said to me was, look, I know you're not at Starbucks drinking coffee, but now I get it. I was down in there in that traffic, and you're right. There's nothing you can do. Talk about feeling vindicated, you know? So, all right, guys, let's stretch it out. Most of our stretching exercises, they never change. They stay the same. There's only one way to stretch a muscle. Many, many ways to strengthen. Let's sit in the middle of our chair. We're going to take our left leg out in front of us. All right, we're going to take both hands, and let's just slide down that left leg, okay? If you can, pull your toe to you. If you can't, that's okay. And you want to feel this in the back of your leg there. You may feel it in the back of your calf or your knee or your hamstring. Wherever, if you feel tightness, if you feel the pull, you're doing it right. Okay? You're doing it right. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Let's rotate. Put that right leg forward. Good, good. Again, both hands. We're going to slide down. Try to pull that toe to you. That's it. Good. Hold it here another about 8 seconds. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. We're going to take a wide base here with our legs. We're going to reach down to the floor with both hands. All right. If you can get to the floor, I want you to start working backwards, back underneath your chair. That's it. Good. Good, good. Hold it steady. That's it. Breathe in normal. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay. So I don't mean to put anyone on the spot. Does anyone have a total joint replacement in the hip? Okay. What we're going to do is a stretch called the psoas muscle. We're going to stretch this psoas muscle. If you have a hip replacement, whatever side, so if I had a hip replacement on my right side, I do not want to cross the midline. So don't do this. If you don't have one, if you have one in the right but not the left, you can do it on the left side. You just don't want to do it on the side. So what do? If you have a hip replacement, what you want to do is you're going to cross your left leg over. You're going to stand, cross your leg left over, and just push out. Now, when you do this, I don't want you to kill it. All right? You cannot push as hard as you can. I want you to push until you just feel a little stretch. All right? And that will suffice for this movement. So, I know many of us, how many of us watch TV? An hour? 2 hours? 3 hours. You know what's funny is all these people fussing at these kids about gaming, sitting in front of a screen, and I'm looking over going, whoa, hold on a second. Y'all fussing at them for gaming. So let's start with our left leg. And what I want you to try to do is I want you to cross it over for me. If this is really difficult, all right, I want you to put your ankle on your knee. You're going to put your ankle on your knee. And what you may find is this is a little more difficult than it seems. It's okay if you hold on here. What I'm going to do is we're going to take our hands and we're going to lean forward. And what you're going to do is you're going to feel a real big stretch back there in your bottom. Right? Now the psoas muscle is the only muscle that connects the upper to the lower bodies. Starts in the back, comes all the way around, connects to the top of the femur, the upper trochanter. Good. That's it. Just holding steady. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. I want you to try to do that for me every day. And just count to 20. If you can do it 2 or 3 times, even better. All right? Now, let's cross it over, and this is where we'll stand. Yep, we'll cross over to our right leg. And what you'll do is you'll cross that left leg over, and you're just going to lean and just feel a little pull. You don't want to kill it. Good. Okay, we've got our right leg. Let's lean forward. There you go. Good. And you may notice one side is a little bit easier to do than the other. That's quite normal. That's it. Holding steady. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. We'll sit back in our chair. Nice and tall. Let's take our left hand and we're going to hold underneath our chair. Let's take our right hand and cross our stomachs. I want to lean and look to my right. So my left hand is holding, but I'm leaning away from the hand that's holding, right? I'm leaning opposite of the hand that's holding. Really get a good lean in there. You're going to look up. You're going to look down. I want you to find the place you feel that stretch the most. And hold steady. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Very good. Let's just flip it. Yeah, good, good. That's another one you can do every day. That's a good one. Right hand is holding. This is our anchor. Left hand across the stomach. Let's lean and look to the left. So lean away from the right hand that is holding. Looking up, look down, try to find that place you feel the stretch the most, and I want you to find that place. When you do, hold steady. You don't want to kill it. Good. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. Well done. Any questions? We've worked pretty hard today, so we're going to move into the balance pillar, all right? So get a shot of water if you need it. All right. I tell you what, we were talking about non-load-bearing exercises, swimming and cycling. If you live in Naples, that might be how we get around here before long. Goodness. So, and I want to just impress upon you again that's just a category, right? Cycling, swimming, those are non-load-bearing, which means when it comes to osteoporosis, osteopenia, it's not going to impact our our skeletal density, our DEXA scan scores, right? It's not going to impact those. Doing what we're doing here will. That's going to strengthen those bones, okay? Swimming, cycling are great. Don't get me wrong. I want to make sure I'm understood there. I love those two exercises. Okay. First thing we're going to do, let's start with our chair in front of us. Okay. I'm going to turn to the side so you guys can see me. What we're going to do is we're going to shift all of our weight to our right foot. We're holding on, and we're going to rise up on our toes as high as we can, okay? And then we're going to go right back down. Now make sure your toe is pointing straight ahead. It's okay if it's angled out a little bit. We're going to go up, 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 and then down slowly, okay? Now, I don't want to push up. I don't want to use the chair to push me up. I want to use my leg, and then we're going to come right back down. Good. And we're up as high as we can, and down slow. And up, and down, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And up, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. And up, 4, 3, 2, 1. And up, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2 more. Up, high as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And up, last one. 4, 3, coming down, 2, and 1. Great job. This impacts our balance because our lower leg is our first line of defense against an unintended fall, right? Let's say we lose our balance. Our balance stability begins in the joints. The muscles help stabilize the joint. Does that make sense? We're stabilizing the ankle. All right, let's do the other side. I'm just going to turn so you guys can see. Left foot, okay? Plus, I'm trying to set us up to compete with the Rockettes during Christmas time. We're going to go up as high as we can. Good, and down slow. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And up. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. And up high as you can. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And up. And 4, 3, 2, 1. And up. Down slow. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Up as high as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Up, 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 up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Very good. Let's go ahead and move that chair to the left side. Okay. I really like this balance exercise because it has us moving on a couple of different planes. We're moving on the frontal plane and the sagittal plane. So what we're doing, we're shifting our weight to our left foot. We're going to take the heel of our right foot and just touch the shin of our left leg. And right back down. Try to keep that foot in the air if you can. If you can't, that's okay. But you're just going to simply come up, touch heel to shin, and down. Use that chair as you need it. That's it. Nice and slow. Shoulders back. Try to look in front of you. Find a focal point. Nice and slow. Good. Now, for those of you that have been doing this for a while, an extra challenge, an extra variable, I want you to turn your head. As you bring the leg up, you're going to move from left to center. Good. Leg goes down, head goes to the left, leg comes up to center, your head goes to center. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, nice and slow, take your time with it, and 3. Awesome. Let's flip around and do the same thing on the other side. Shake that leg out. Well done. Okay, and we'll start looking straight ahead. Find your focal point. Bend that knee. Let's take our left heel and we'll touch our right shin. And then right back down. Remember, try to keep that leg in the air if you can. Use your chair as needed. Good. Shoulders back. Core tight. Okay. Now if you're ready, let's go ahead and let's add that variable. Good. Leg comes to center, heads to center. Leg goes out, head turns. Of course, you don't have to do this unless you feel comfortable, you feel confident. Make sure we're going nice and slow. Good. Nice and slow. Good. That's it. 2 more. And 1. And 2. And rest. Good. Shake it out. Yeah. Very good. Our next exercise is a 3-point egg tap. All right. And the way that looks is we're going to be shifting our weight on our right foot. You're going to tap back, side, and front. The reason I call it an egg tap is because I want you to imagine you're tapping the top of eggshells. So what I want to prevent is any body weight shifting to that leg. Okay, I just want to tap. A touch, and a touch. All right, everyone, we're ready, nice and tall. We'll be moving the left foot. We'll be balancing on the right leg. We'll start in the front. And we'll move to the back. 1, to the side, and to the front. Bend your knee. Find your focal point. It's small movements. You're not really having to reach too far for it. 1, 2, and 3. 1. Nice little egg tap. 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 2 more. 1, 2, and 3. Last time. 1, 2, and 3. Good. Now let's rotate. All right, same thing, nice and tall, shoulders back. Okay, find your focal point. Let's shift our weight to our left foot. Our right foot is in the air. Let's start in the front. So we'll go to the back, 1, to the side, 2, and to the front is 3. 1, 2, and 3. Good. 1, 2, and 3. Bend that knee. 1, 2, and 3. Good. Don't rely on that chair too much. 2, and 3. Good. 1, 2, and 3. Great job. 1, 2, and 3. 2 more. 1, 2, and 3. Last time. 1, 2, and 3. Good, good. I always struggle on my left foot. Oh, I am not very good on my left foot. Okay. Last thing we're going to do, all right, and I understand if you need to go, go ahead and go. I know everyone has a schedule, but this is the last thing. We're just standing on one leg 60 seconds, okay? We'll start on our left leg since our chair is already in position. I want everyone to take a deep breath. Exhale through your mouth. That's it. Find your focal point in front of you. Shift your weight to your left foot. Bend that knee. Core tight, shoulders back. You've heard me say it 100 times. Right foot in the air. Get your bearings. Time begins now. Use that chair as needed. Good. 20 seconds have passed. Good. 45. Good, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Well done, well done. Let's shift over to the other side. Good, good. How do we do? We're getting better. Hopefully we're getting better. Starting to see. Next week, week after, you'll definitely feel it. Deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Shift our weight. Find your focal point. Let's bring that left foot up in the air. Get your bearings. Time begins now. Good. Remember, keep that knee bent. 20 seconds have passed. Thirty seconds. 45. 10 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Oh, so close. Good. All right, guys. Thank you very much for attending FGCU Academy and My Balance University. Remember, second edition of My Balance University is available online at mybalanceuniversity.com. I have books here available also. They are for sale for $30. Please go to the website. Check that out. It is a robust website full of information. All right, you guys have a great weekend. Remember your homework. Make somebody smile. I will be sending out descriptions. So, all right, you guys got it.
Rose have the books?
I do, right here. Yeah. Yes, sir. All right, bye, guys.
Bye, thanks for.
No, you bet. Thank you.
Mike,